Hey guys, Bill Krackomberger and Jon Orlando back over here at the fabulous World Series of Poker. Special guest, Alan Boston. You guys have been asking me about these Boston podcasts for months. You know, we stopped after March Madness. Alan destroyed March Madness this year, and he won in basketball this year, of course. So we brought him in.
He's
today.
100% the most requested. When I read the YouTube comments, he's the most requested guy. They're always the people are always like, Crack,
Okay.
more of you and Alan Boston, more of you and
Are
Alan.
you sure you need this?
Fucking pour it on you.
Thank you. Black coffee. So I wanted to bring him in because he's here to play in some of the World Series events, but also betting some tennis. So Wimbledon's going on now.
Yeah.
I know very little about tennis, so I didn't even know. I just asked him about the guy named Sinner. Like, is he the favorite? Like, Alan, is he the favorite? Is he the number one guy right now in tennis?
Yeah.
Number one.
With Alcaraz hurt, he's absolutely number one.
Did Serena win yesterday?
No.
She lost.
Yeah. How could she win?
Was she a big betting favorite or not really?
No. I don't follow women's, but she had no chance.
Oh, okay. I
She
figured.
hasn't played. She's 100 years old and she hasn't played in a while.
Gotcha. Well,
She's
you know
she's
that's saying
disgusting.
100 years
Let's-
old.
Yes.
It means that's a
Yeah,
saying that we
sure.
talk about. Everyone.
Yeah, let's skip
100
her.
years.
She offends me.
Okay. So who do you like on the men's side? Is there any kind of bets you can recommend now? This won't be out till tomorrow night. Or any
Out
bet?
till tomorrow night, no, because I can only do tomorrow's games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just tell us who you like anyway. What do you
Well,
think?
I before the tournament, I thought Jakub Mensik had a very good chance to win. At the French Open, he, out of desperation, because he played such long matches, he started serve volleying to shorten all the points, and he did it very, very successfully. Serve volleying on clay is tricky. Serve volleying on grass is the way to go, just because the way the ball bounces and it's quicker court. It's just far more effective on grass. So I thought he would implement his serve volley. He's got a great serve and he volleys extremely well. However, I watched his match yesterday, which I laid 240 on, and he served volley maybe 3 times.
So is he out?
He didn't come into the net. No, the other guy choked, and he did win.
Oh, he did win.
And
Okay.
he's got a very good draw, but I wouldn't think he has unless he changes his approach.
I think I
and
bet him
comes to the net a little more.
30-1. You said it was a good bet.
I thought it was stealing for that reason, and then he doesn't
Yeah.
implement the serve volley, which makes no sense to me. Like, I don't know what his coach is doing. Anyway, that was my theory as to why I liked him. He's a very good player. He hasn't been very comfortable on grass, but serve volleying negates all that. If your serve never gets broken, then you have a very good chance to win tie breaks. So did John Isner like. There's a guy who's impressed me, this Malchizuki. He killed Ethan Quinn today, and he's probably played the highest level of anyone I've seen. He's a veteran Japanese player who's never, ever done a thing on tour, but he plays grass in a very high IQ type way, and that playing with intent on grass is very effective. I don't. Zverev is not. Grass isn't his gig. He was very fortunate that he caught a kid who hadn't played for 6 months yesterday, or he might have lost yesterday. Zverev is serving at a very high rate, but it's probably not sustainable. So I don't really think he wins. Sinner, grass is not his best surface, but he's far and away the best player. But he struggled against 2 guys he should have slaughtered back-to-back matches. So. Who knows with him?
He's a giant favorite, Sinner. Minus 160 compared to everyone else.
Yeah, he
the
figures
next
to be.
one's
A lot of the players are injured. I'll give you the sleeper, but he happened to win the tournament last week, is Davidovich Fokina, who did win Junior Wimbledon when he was a kid and is playing at a very, very high level. But he doesn't have the weapons Sinner has, and that may doom him when he plays the better players. But it's a fairly weak field this year, and Sinner should be a prohibitive favorite. And the one thing that gets Sinner is he's a bit of a pussy. His body breaks down readily, and I don't know why. That's what happened at the French Open. He's up 5-1 in the 3rd set. The other guy could barely win a point, and his body breaks down. And it's happened before. At the Australian Open, it happened, and they semi-cheated for him. They went on a heat break. And when the temperature reaches a certain height at the Australian Open or any tournament, they suspend play, which is fair. You shouldn't have these guys playing 5-hour matches in 100-degree weather. You'll kill them. But when they have a heat break or a heat pause, they do it for every court. Except in Sinner's case, they only did it on his court. And all the rest of the matches continued. He was down to Spizzeri. He couldn't walk. He was done. But he got the break and got some fluids in him, and the cramping stopped, and he went on to win. And on grass, it's far less taxing. The points are shorter. The surface is far easier on you, and so he should be the favorite to win.
Okay. Any opinion on, first question here already, any opinion on World Cup? I don't think you
don't follow it.
Do you ever watch a game?
No.
John,
I watched the one while I was playing a tournament the other day.
John and I have just tried to watch it. It's
unwatchable
really
for me.
tough. And I know it's the biggest sport
I enjoyed it.
Nationwide.
Yeah, I like 1-0 baseball games.
I was just gonna say, what is it? The riveting 1-0 game. I was gonna make a
Every
joke,
play-
and that's what
every
you
play
like.
could be- every play could be the winner. Every rush down the field could be the winning goal. I find nothing better than that.
Okay.
I hate 9-8 games. They can be enjoyable, but like every sport thinks they want high-scoring games, and they think that's what resonates with fans. So they manipulate all the rules and ruin every sport to create higher scores. So we're left with some really. You watch the NBA; it's almost unwatchable. They try half the time, they defend half the time, and they just bomb threes. It's college basketball's ruined with the NIL and the rampant transferring, and now the government's going to get involved. And when the government gets involved, everything's fucked up. Why
do you think college basketball is ruined? Because
the spirit of the sport is done. College basketball is you go to college and you play basketball for the love of the game. But in theory, the number one reason to go to college is to get an education, not to have a glorified NBA minor league. And it's becoming a glorified NBA minor league. And it's become that because of the $1 billion TV contract they signed all those years ago. That's when all the plotting started. How can we get the money to the right places? Almost like a microcosm of our government, which takes our money and enriches themselves and their backers and does shit for us, except steal from us.
But don't you think it's fair that
college basketball is doing the same thing, where the power schools who have the bigger TV contracts are now getting more NIL money from the NCAA. They actually give certain teams more money than others. How is that fair? And this rampant transferring and paying of players means you no longer have a kid. Let's say I grew up in Boston and I was a big shot basketball player, and I want to go to Boston College or BU or Northeastern or Holy Cross or some school in that area. That won't happen anymore. The kid playing for the kid from Duke, the bigwig, the Great White Hope from Maine, he wanted to play for Maine. Well, I love the kid for that, but there's just too much pressure on him. So he moved away from Maine. He played a year in high school there and went to some, basically high school that kind of pays you to play there. And then he went to Duke. Even though the coach at Maine's better than the coach at Duke, that wouldn't matter. You think you need to go to these high-level schools to play high-level competition to get better. It's total bullshit and not accurate, but that's what's become. So you'll never see the mid-major. So it's only the power schools that are going to win from now on. The spirit of the NCAA tournament that I've talked about ad nauseum is, someone liked the word ad nauseum in the comments, so I threw it out there again. What do they all talk about? This is a repeat, but John asked, so I'm answering. Is Cinderella. That's what is always talked about at the NCAA tournament.
Sure.
You remember George Mason's run to the Final Four. You remember Sister Jean and Loyola's run to the Final Four. And these are the games that actually have the highest ratings. When you have a first-round upset, that's what's all talked about.
You're saying those days are over.
Those days are over, yeah. It can't happen.
Got it.
And the coach for Utah State, which is a very, very well-supported school, they sell out every game. They have a monster home court. It's a beautiful area. They had a home run year last year. They were fantastic. And they got a 9 seed. And he said, if they gave us a 9 seed for the season we had, what am I doing here? And he moved on. So all the good coaches are going to all the top schools, and all the good players are going to all the top schools. Even the guy from Northern Iowa who'd been there 18 years or something and loved it, he left. He took the Utah State job. To me, it's an absolute shit show, and the purity and the spirit of the sport is completely done, all because of money. And, you talked about, with your prior guest, why, you're making $200,000 a night raking a game. Why do you want more? Well, it's just greed. Greed gets everything. our government's greedy, and the NCAA is greedy, and basically all humans are greedy. Not all, but the majority of humans are greedy. Bill Gates, like, he's the #1 scumbag in the world. He's got all this money. He purports to want to help the environment, yet everything he promulgates hurts the environment. If he wanted to help the environment, he should have bought up the Amazon and stopped all the clear cutting that's going on there. Because global warming happens because we clear cut forest, not because we have fucking cars that spit out fumes. Like, that's just total bullshit. So if Bill Gates really wanted to help the world, he would save the local farmers, and he would just buy up all the forest there is and stop the clear cutting.
Well, that's funny. I thought.
But all he does is give us all this bullshit and lies, like the COVID vaccine and his green energy shit that makes him money. You don't think he has enough money?
I thought that. Now I don't really know politics, though.
Yeah, we should be getting. I mean, it's a sports show, so we can skip it. But that's it's greed. It's just greed. And even a guy like Bill Gates is greedy.
He's a poker player, right? He's a poker player.
He's the one that tipped 50 cents. Yeah,
50, John, you know
he had
about
the cocktail waitress.
Yes.
He had the cocktail
This
waitress
is
break
crazy.
$1.
That really is true.
That's
I knew
fun.
the girl he did it to,
Really.
and she wasn't lying. Because
Give
she
the
told me you
cocktail
can't believe
waitress-
what just
That
happened.
is so
Gave
nuts.
the cocktail waitress 50 cents as a tip.
Break this dollar, please.
Break this dollar.
Oh.
So you're a billionaire and you're playing in the 2-4 limit hold'em game and enjoying yourself. And that was my question, like, what would you tip? I think I came up with $100.
$100.
$100, yeah,
minimum.
because 1,000 is just puts too much heat on the rest of the players and makes you, maybe exposes you too much. And maybe 100 is too much, but it doesn't
No,
mean
it's
anything.
100
and it means a
bucks.
shit ton to the person you're giving it to.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought was right.
I had-
Anyway,
I had a comped meal with Bob Arum, and I was waiting for him to put the tip up. He ordered liver and onions, smelled the whole table up, and would not put the tip up. He wouldn't pay.
that's great. Yeah. Oh,
Really?
and by the way, like, if anyone wants to put another 10,000 up to put
That was amazing. Where's that
a
guy?
well-intended player who did a lot of work on it this year and actually played to a pretty high level. In fact, I played the partners tournament.
Okay.
The kid I played with, and I'm not bragging, I'm not saying I'm some great player, I'm certainly not. But the kid I played partners with crushes it in No Limit. And we played 2 years ago, and we finished 22nd, I think. And so
In the tag team?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we redid it this year, and at the end of the first day, we were just swapping off, like, and sometimes I would get mad at myself. I didn't raise 2 6s on a deuce 4-9 flop, which isn't the normal play, but my gut said to do it, and I realized right after that the guy had C-bet a little less than he normally had, so he just had 2 overs, and I could have got off it by, I didn't have to raise much to get him off of it. And I didn't do it, and I was banging my head against the table, and I said, you come right back here, and I took like an hour and a half off. Came back and played so well that he said, you play the last hour because you're playing better than me. Like,
Oh, wow.
yeah, because my mind, I don't know what's right
How
and
did
wrong.
you guys win? Did you last the whole day?
We almost bubbled. Yeah, we got to day 2.
Oh, you almost bubbled. Jesus.
Yeah.
That's one. Our next Aaron Levitt.
We
He
were
just
completely card dead.
Aaron
We had 8s. That's
asked,
what we had.
what is Boston doing here this summer? Is he playing poker? So I think
Yeah, I
your
came out to
original
play the seniors and the super seniors.
seniors and super seniors. Super seniors is
60 and over.
60 and over,
Yeah.
and 50 and over. You played in both, and you played in both senior events. And
Yeah.
did you play any other tournaments? How'd you do? Any cashing?
I played a
And-
couple daily things. The tag team we almost cashed, but we were so card dead it really would have been difficult. And I'm not going to go over a couple of hands that I was proud of because there's no reason to. But yeah, no, I thought about the game in a much better way. My bet sizing was much more appropriate because I did some work on it.
Hey, that's what
And
his question
did
is.
a
Does
lot
he
of work on
playing,
it, actually.
Are you playing in cash games or just tournaments?
I just played some tournaments
Just in tournaments.
and walked around with my shirt off. That's basically what I did.
Alan, how old are you? 67?
68 in August.
68 in August.
That's
okay.
crazy, man.
Yeah, I can't get. But yet, I want to just tell you something. When Alan goes to restaurants like you,
Yeah.
he definitely partakes in the good desserts.
Does he?
Yes. Yeah. If it's
Once in a while.
if it's a good, we went to some Weekabog house.
Weekapog Inn.
And
Weekapog Inn.
Alan-
Weekapog, yeah, Watch Hill, Rhode
Alan
Island.
had 2 desserts.
Oh, no, that was the Ocean House. I had
Oh,
the
it was
two
Ocean
desserts.
House. These
Yeah.
are really great restaurants, right on the water, gorgeous, very good, old school, been there
Taylor
100
Swift
years.
lives 30 seconds away from
Yeah.
the Ocean House.
Okay.
Yeah, really good. David Allison, big fan of ours, big fan of the show. Thank you for our comments too, David. Is Boston doing college hoops this year? Too early?
Probably will.
Okay.
Probably will.
After
Probably will because I need the money. Like that's
after a successful year last year, March.
Yeah, but
Madness.
it was. Yeah, I don't want. We don't need to go into certain people named Goose, and other endeavors. Yeah, I was doing someone a favor and didn't expect anything from it.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
but
someone was betting, was supposedly betting games with him for him, and wind up stiffing at the end or not showing up. Not
even answering a text.
All
Really
right.
amazing.
Now,
Anyway, yeah.
Next guy,
I deserve it.
Vig Hader. Hope summer is being good to all you guys. Keep killing it. Grateful always. Thank you, Vig Hader. Lev.
I thought I heard the word hater. Like,
Yeah,
whoa, what's
no,
going
Vig Hader.
Big hater.
Vig.
Big hater.
Hates Vig.
Oh, Vig
I thought
hater,
it was
okay.
big
Yeah, yeah.
hater. I was like, what the hell, Bill? Block and move.
Lev, this guy's a fan. He's been around a long time. Tell Alan, you're going to know this more than me. Tell Alan, thanks for Joan Fonseca versus, Djokovic.
John Fonseca, yeah. Oh, he could win Wimbledon. He was amazing today.
Play was nice cash first off, and second, what did he? Alan, I'm going to give you the question here.
Okay.
These are names I don't know, so there you can maybe read the question. Here, read that question right there.
Tell Alan, thanks for Yao Fonseca versus Novak Djokovic. Play was nice cash first off, and second, what did he see figure in his reasoning? Yeah, it's Yao, not Joan. Yao form at the time. Like always, thank you for what you guys do. Yeah, it's. So I wing it. And when I watched Fonseca play, I watched him as a junior. You knew he was going to be a killer, and now he's bigger and stronger. And Djokovic is definitely on the decline. He's all-time greatest player. That's for sure. I don't think anyone can argue that. And he still maintains a high level at his age. 39 is just crazy. But Fonseca's this young gun who just murders the ball and was murdering the ball with better margin than he had. He plays with a lot of intelligence. He's got a really good team behind him that's not rushing anything. They've really handled this kid very, very well. And it was clear to me it was a pretty even match. And the only thing that probably would have stopped Fonseca from winning was choking. And the line was just too high, yeah. So, Fonseca visually to me was the better player and should not have been an underdog. That's it. I don't use stats. I just watch and wing it and hope that my logical mind can work it out, which is why sometimes I actually play Nolan Hold'em at a pretty high level, because sometimes I logic things out and do things. And this is what a different friend who also kills it says, what you do is you take unusual lines. But an unusual line to everyone else is just what my brain says to do. He says, but when you do that, you put people in really, really tough spots that they're not used to. And when, obviously when you make people uncomfortable, they sometimes make mistakes. Anyway.
Joe Frieda, been around a long time. Reload Sports, been around 100 years, like they said. Does Alan have any thoughts on the World Series of Poker so far? 7-card stud. Now, why don't you play in any of the 7-card stud events? What is that?
So this is my hat that I got at my 50th high school reunion.
Oh, nice.
The 50th high school reunion went on during the 1500 and 10K stud.
Oh, okay.
And I had someone who was going to back me in the 10K stud, but
okay.
I have one 50th high school reunion, and big deal. I can come out to the shithole and play poker.
Would you play? You would play in the stud events, of course. Do you play the live stud games in Mohegan Foxwoods?
Yes.
Oh, you do?
On occasion, and I'll probably do a little more of it when I get home.
Okay.
Probably.
Some shout outs here. Brad Sport to Richard Populus. These guys are big fans. Well, they want to know when it comes out. You guys will see. We'll have notes. Happy 4th of July to you guys also. Alan, any recent? This is from Zena. Zena, she's been around a long time. This girl. Any wild gamble? Any recent wild gambling stories? I don't know. Do you have any?
Yeah, I got banned from Mohegan for playing slot machines.
That's official?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. You talked to your host already?
I haven't talked to anybody, but
okay.
my friend who got banned, who by the way doesn't know anything about slot machines. I know a little bit, but not much. And I do it for the fun of it. I'm not there. I go there for an hour, occasionally. And on Sunday, my friend comes up and we hang out and we just play. And believe me, we don't figure to win, but we ran good and Mohegan.
They cut you off.
Toss me.
No
and
more.
by the way, Mohegan we love. We love Mohegan's son. John, his dad's final show was there.
The place is spectacular.
Meaning
Just
you're
run
not
extreme-
allowed in the building anymore, or you're just not allowed to play slots?
I'll get a letter in the mail, and I'll appeal it and explain to them actually how I approach slots. Whatever has the highest numbers, we pick a game, and whoever has the highest numbers, we play it.
Sure.
I mean, that's just logical. Whatever has the highest jackpot, we'll go for it.
Sure. In other words, John, what he's saying
like
is,
a big progressive, like you just
no,
play.
no, hold it though, not a big progressive. He's saying if there's 4 of the same games, each has an individual progressive.
Sure.
And one is $2,400. The next one's $5,000. The next one's $9,600. It's the same as that game.
Sure.
Just play for the $9,600.
$9,600.
Or if we want to play
Makes sense,
the
right?
Wolf-Run Megabucks machine, well,
Why put the tally there if you're not trying to attract
You're gonna
people?
play
yeah, well, that's all we do. And the Wolf-Run Megabucks game, whatever adds up to the highest number, we pick a denomination and we play it. There's no math behind what we're doing. But I'm both surprised and disappointed because I have a lot of comp dollars there, and that's not a wild gambling story, but that's what where they started publicizing these advantage slot players who've been around for 100 years.
There's books on them now. Articles.
In this case, they overreacted. They threw out 2 good customers, and I heard they threw out others. I don't know who they were, but you can see who the advantage players are. They go around and push buttons on machines.
Yeah.
Checkers.
And
Checker
they
machines.
check them, and they don't sit down and play. We go to a machine, we look and see who's the highest one, we sit down and play. There's a big difference between checking 4 machines and leaving and checking 4 machines and sitting down and playing something.
Fair.
It's because we just decide which game we're going to play and pick the highest numbers and do it. But well.
And it's really is. I've went through some things with getting thrown out of a casino, getting walked to the door, and I was trespassed from Terribles back years ago because all I did was bring in just like my little bag, and they said I was teaching blackjack card counting. I'd love to say I was doing that. I'd love to say I was smart enough to do that. Absolutely not what I was doing. The place had a 10% rebate where you walk in and you get 10%. If you lose $1,000 or more, they give you 10% back at the cashier. So there's a strategy to doing that. Of course, you go up and play one hand, two $500 hands of blackjack. I hope they win the first one, you leave.
Sure.
If you lose them both, go get your $100 back, and then you start over tomorrow.
Yeah, you have way the best of it.
You have to weigh the best of it. And
That's their promotion.
And they threw me out for it, and that's
their promotion. Now, why are they throwing you out? They invited you to do it, so you did it.
They were signed there. They want people to grind out for hours and the VIG to overcome, which I guess I get that a little bit, but it's funny that I just seen you. Now, someone asked me too, ask Alan if he's doing any steroids or is it natural? I think it's natural, all right?
I take prescribed testosterone.
Oh, prescribed testosterone.
And anyone,
As you
anyone
should.
50
John takes that thing,
anyone
right?
50
Of
and
course.
over who doesn't take testosterone is cheating themselves.
How about any peptides? Have you
No.
tried any of that?
And most of that is bullshit. I wouldn't do it anyway.
No?
But most of it's bullshit. Most of it's just, you're training and you get bigger.
And let me ask you, I'm shooting tests now like here with the insulin needle.
I go on my shoulder.
You go in the shoulder with the longer needle, or are you?
No long needles, no.
No long needles anymore, because now
No.
they've like the new science or whatever is you can use the
Yeah, I use 28 inch.
okay
28
gauge.
28 gauge,
Yeah,
half
yeah.
inch, I think it is.
Yeah.
Or 5/8 inch. I just 0.4 mLs twice a week. I'm on the,
Yeah.
But they say that 1200 is a better level than 900 now. And
Oh,
that taking
really?
testosterone late in life is actually good, not bad. Yeah, there's all kinds of studies.
Right. Yeah, it's a
Now,
game
maybe the
changer.
studies are bullshit. I don't know, but
Yeah.
it's helped with my arthritis, and
Well, it's
I
clearly
get
working.
no feeling. Well, I mean, I try hard. My diet is pretty.
You go to the gym every day?
But
I
it's
haven't been in
diet.
4 days.
Diets. More.
Diet, yeah. I don't. Yeah.
Abs
I
means
eat-
diet.
I eat dessert if I'm at a nice restaurant with crack. That's
Right.
That's my dessert.
Speaking of which, when's
I
the
don't
nice
eat bread.
restaurant we're going to?
Oh,
I don't
I
eat.
go all the time.
I don't
Yeah.
eat bread. I don't eat dairy.
Yeah. Pasta?
like-
no
like-
pasta.
We went
I
to
don't have any special diet, but
Can you
do
do Italian? Like we went to a Carbone.
No.
You can't really do Italian then.
No.
Well, we're going to have to leave you home.
No, he's gonna do steak. A steakhouse you'd go.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
The smell of cheese can get me sick.
yeah.
Really?
Literally, yeah. It's awful. And it's not psychosomatic.
Yeah.
I had chicken and apples one night. Took one bite and ran to the bathroom. And this is a place in Maine that knew me very well. And I said there had to be something. There had to be. It's chicken and apples. So I said there had to be something in there that yeah, they'd sprinkle a little Parmesan on it. I had no idea.
Wow.
One bite and I was off to the races.
Oh, wow.
And if I didn't get to the bathroom in time, I might have ended up in the hospital. It's really bad what happens. So I just avoid. I'm so crazy about it that I went to Crossroads, which is a vegan restaurant.
Sure. Resorts World,
which is a fantastic casino, by the way.
Travis Barker owns it or something, right?
Oh, really?
So I ordered some dish that had the fake mozzarella on it.
Yeah.
I couldn't eat it.
Really?
I was petrified.
Wow.
Even though I know it's not.
Sure.
You know, and the guy's like, and my friend who I was with is like laughing at me. He said, "Yeah, he's a mental case." I said, "Yeah, I am. Like, I'm not arguing with it." I said, "Please, can you?" Yeah. So I have no wild gambling stories, but to me, that's pretty wild getting thrown out of a casino for being an advantage slot player when I'm some old guy who comes there for an hour a few times a week. Like,
well, we hope that's not the case, though. I love the building.
I don't think that's the way advantage slot players operate. I think they mostly put a lot of hours in, and because you couldn't do it the way I do it and earn a living.
Yeah.
You got to put hours in.
Marcus,
I would think.
Marcus Brunell, who we've had on the show. Marcus had the Masters, the Masters tickets.
Yep.
He's got a big business there in Augusta. Marcus asks, question for AB. Who is your gamblers, plural, of all time? So, in general, I'm sure one would be Mr. Walters. But you have any other gamblers? Is there any poker players you really like, or any?
I'm a big fan of Mickey Appleman.
Oh, Mickey Appleman, great guy. What a great guy.
Mickey Appleman once described the World Series of Poker. I always remember this as a convention of gamblers, and that's back in the day when they didn't rake the tournaments and it went on for 2 weeks, and the same people would reconvene. You literally would know if someone was the first time there because you just knew everybody.
Right.
It was a different world. Don't get me wrong. It's not the greed fest it's become now. Sorry, that's what it is.
And John, just to let you know, I should give a shout to the guys. This is Mickey Appleman. He was a great poker player back in the day. He played, he's just great gambler, right, Alan? Not just poker.
Yeah, he was one of the original killers of college hoops.
College hoop, yeah. Mickey Appleman. Shout out to him.
And, he's a really, really smart,
I was actually
really smart guy, really
intimidated.
honorable person. And
20 years ago, I was intimidated by Mickey Appleman. I called Alan and said, Alan, Mickey Appleman's at my table. I'd love to talk to him. He goes, just ask him. He's a cool. Mickey said, just come on, Bill. Walk away from the table. We'll talk for a while. He sat me down in a dead game, and it's like I'm an open book. Tell me, what a nice man.
So yeah, that would be. I don't really know a lot of gamblers. And the one, my favorite guy passed away years ago, Oscar.
Okay. Old school gambler.
Oh yeah, to the core. He's the one who introduced me to craps.
Oh, real gambler. I think
Yeah, I told that story. I played craps with Rodney Dangerfield, right?
Oh, I love Rodney too. You know that. That's just Rodney was. What casino?
MGM.
MGM. Okay. Yeah. He that's where he performed all the time. He always said
he
on
was
Carson,
betting $10 a hand, smoking a cigarette. My roommate was throwing a big hand. He was rolling forever. He threw an 11 on the come out. I was at the max, 5,000 on the line, and I picked up a brown chip and I turned and looked at the two people there. It was Rodney and his wife. I said, "Strange. Some people actually want to do stand-up comedy and earn a living." And,
right.
And Rodney laughed, and his wife whispered in my ear, "He never laughs."
Wow.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was good. But as far as any of the old poker players, do you have any respect for any of the guys that even passed away or anything? Anything.
Respect as a poker player, Huck Seed.
Oh, Huck Seed.
Yeah, he's the best.
Did he win the main event?
Yeah. At some point he did. He's the best. He's completely nuts, but a lot of brilliant people.
I saw him walking around a few weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe a month ago.
Right.
He was at the same table as my friend who finished 13th in the main event a few years ago.
Wow.
I was the guy's coach.
Oh wow.
I'm not any good at the game. I got a lot better because I did do a lot of work on it this past 6 months. Huck was at his table. I said, "Well, tell him Boston says hello." And Huck and I may have played one of the all-time great 7-card stud hands. And again, I won't get into it, but he's an amazing poker player. He went to Caltech. I mean, he's brilliant, obviously.
Okay, I didn't even know that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alan,
all the old school stud players, I loved them all, even though it was just a different world, I can't stand these kids now who think you have to, pause for 15 seconds every hand because you don't want to give anything away. Like someone's sitting there with a fucking stopwatch. Oh my God, he paused for 14 seconds. That must mean something. Give me a break. Computers are very useful, but they're also going to be the end of the world. So We're losing our humanity at a rapid rate.
Alan, both of us know, all three of us. I was saying both of you guys. Both of you guys know Frankie down in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
Like, there's a character, one of the last characters, true pure gambler characters. Why aren't there any more characters in life?
Part of it, well, I mean, society is constantly changing, right? I'm not going to get into an anthropology course here, but a lot of what's happened, and again, this is the libertarian in me, is back in those days, people had a lot more free money. When you have free money to do stuff with, you'll be more willing to gamble. So gambling, even though it was under the hood, it was a lot more relevant because people had more money to do it with. When you have more money to do it with, and you're just being a stone cold gambler, there's nothing to study back then. We had no computers, we didn't have these robots who come in and know every, that you're supposed to bluff 30% of the time or whatever it is, and know every bet sizing that's proper in every situation. That didn't exist. People just gambled. And when you have and I think the people who were willing to gamble back then, they were doing it because they were just gamblers. And gamblers were more likely to be one of these character types, where now they study the games. They build models for sports. They're more computer nerdy types. And they are not characters. So I think it's evolved in that way, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, you're trying to win, right? You do whatever you can to win.
That's spot on.
I think, the government taking more and more of our money, which is irrefutable, and wasting it, has diminished the playing field somewhat. Even though it seems bigger, I would argue it probably isn't. The fields for poker have gotten bigger, but the gamblers, I think percentage-wise, have probably shrunk. Which people are going to say, what are you, a fucking moron? Of course they haven't, but it was all under the table back then.
Right.
Bookmakers had, when you called a bookmaker on the phone, they had huge numbers of people betting.
Right.
And there were millions of bookmakers back then. And it just wasn't as, we have social media now, so everything is known. Back then, nothing was known. Like, no one taught you anything. I learned by playing. So that's off the top of my head, my quick theory as to why the characters are diminishing.
Okay, I want to ask a question about someone we had on the show. We've had many poker players on the show. We've had Helmuth, Mattisau, Daniel Negreanu. We've had these guys on the show. Years ago, when you lived in town, you knew all these guys, of course. And Mike Mattisau, he put some things recently on Twitter that said it's so sad to watch people and people that went after him. And he was just trying to put some comments on Twitter. And boy, people really went after Mike Mattisau recently.
For what?
And just under anonymity.
I like Mike. Mike's got a heart of gold.
Yeah, right. That's what I wanted to say. What's you've had?
He's got a heart of gold. I don't think he's very good at poker, but he's got a heart of gold.
So was he just around at the right time at the right place, or like
he was probably
right place, right time, right place?
He might be better than I think. And back when No Limit Hold'em was booming, I had never played a hand in my life, and I won every day. Just I had a higher IQ than most of the table. Like I'm not bragging, that's just fact. So Mike he was good enough to win back then. I doubt he could win now. But he's a sweetheart of a person, and he's well-intended, and, that's what matters more, right?
Yeah, no,
he probably said something stupid about poker, I'm guessing.
I want to read what he said. He said, I played poker professionally for 30 years, and honestly, this is truly the most painful 5 weeks of my poker career. It's not even about the beats. It's about being dealt out every single day, and when I finally get dealt in 1 of 10 tournaments, I get fucked. I've never blinded out so many days of my life. Go to YouTube if you want to see and see my pain. So he's talking about running bad for 5 weeks.
Oh, that's not running bad.
So and then they just came after him in droves. The game passed you by. You were never a good player, and they really mean mean spirited.
Yeah, well, I mean, people came after us for. There was a couple comments that I read that I couldn't believe, that I was wrong. I was wrong about the some game
I think it
Oh,
was.
yeah. Allen's having a
St.
win.
Louis, Georgia.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right.
St. Louis won by 50. I was really wrong about my logic, right?
Right.
And there was another game where SMU I said they were overrated, and they got blasted too. Like, so, at least wait till I lose to make the comment.
Right.
I happen
right.
to win them both
They-
easily.
They, they won
Maybe
the
I
game.
actually know something.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, all right. Listen, this has been great. And what's your next plans now? What's the rest of your trip going to look like? What are you doing?
I'm leaving unless one of your friends wants to put $10,000
Oh,
up playing the main.
Yeah. Do you have? But is there? Oh, the $250 tournament which John loves to play at night. They've had some.
The 1 p.m.
prizes.
daily is
Oh, it's
amazing.
1 p.m. They had
$250.
They had
45 grand last night.
45 grand last night
Yeah,
for first.
I played that yesterday in 2 days, but I cashed the first 2 days and
Okay.
got an ace queen against ace jack to have a real decent stack. And
So you've been playing some of them. You think the value's okay there, even though they're the bigger rake. It's okay.
it's an amazing tournament.
That's
The
it.
table I was at yesterday was actually fairly tough.
Bill, for the record, I came in 76 last night.
Oh,
in the
did you
1
cash?
p.m.
Robert
Yeah,
Preston.
But who cares? Whatever.
Okay. Well, you got tripled your money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's your speed though. You're playing with those little guys there. He says it's really good value though.
It
Look at
is.
the player.
It's a great tournament.
Yeah.
It's
At 1 p.m.
It is what it is. It becomes a crapshoot at some point.
Yeah.
And maybe too early on. And one thing, just the prior guest talked about, like, he was right that most of the kids that were caught up in the gambling thing. By the way, I was the one person that said legalized gambling was going to cause a lot more problems than good.
Yes.
Yeah,
Back in the day,
I
for
did.
sure.
I did say that, and you're seeing why. Although I don't think it's a problem if you want to rob DraftKings or FanDuel, by all means do it. But I do have my reservations about how bad the gambling is in college basketball. Number one, I couldn't win if it was that bad, and number two, getting down to Mississippi Valley State when you're handing a player 25 grand is not sustainable. It means you need some multi-whale DraftKings accounts, and I don't know what they would take on some extra game that the biggest books might take 500 on.
Right. Right.
So I'm not so sure. Like, you haven't heard a thing about it since it all went down, right? Nothing's been said. And again, I think a lot of it is BS, and I think a lot of it is there's a company that makes their money by monitoring the integrity of college basketball, which is kind of a complete fucking joke, since it's there's always corruption when you go behind closed doors. But they have to have a reason to exist. Sort of like the FBI, who plots nonsense and then arrests the people that they involved in it.
Like the surveillance you said in the casino that may have been throwing people out of, Mohegan Sun. They have to prove that. Oh, look what we did.
Well, they couldn't prove that I did anything wrong. So it's some AI model, I think, that they use that I was winning. My friend, called a friend. I said, "What happened?" And he reads up on this stuff, and he thinks that I won on the AP games they know about at a higher rate than made sense.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I hit the mega on Buffalo Megabucks. Like, you hit that once in your lifetime.
What's that, like 12 grand, you said?
I think I got 5.
Oh, okay.
I also hit the grand on the duck game, which I like to play.
Okay.
For 11-9.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna win when you hit one of these mega jackpots. You're gonna win. Like, the whole thing is just bizarro and really disappointing. My mother loves staying there, and yeah, it's the worst news I got since I've been out here. And also, I've had my money in as a 3-1 favorite minimum and lost all 4 times in all 4 tournaments. That's how I went out, as a 3-1 favorite and up. And
That's brutal.
it's true.
So Dennis, this is just to answer your question, because I didn't ask Alan the question, but I'll read it to you now. You have to love Alan, especially the numbers/sports guy. Do him a favor and steer him away from the slots. Alan Boston is proof positive the allure of slots is powerful. The guy knew the math for parlays on sides, but he drops 7 to 13% with every push of the button. Now, that's what Dennis said. He's a fan of the show, but he doesn't realize everything. So, but you see what happens. I mean, they're actually.
I'm not gambling that big on the slot machines. I hang out with my buddy every Sunday and we have dinner, and it's enjoyable. So it's like going to the movies and spending $50 on a ticket and popcorn and whatever else you have. So yeah, I don't have I haven't touched the slot machine since I've been out here. Like, I don't have a slot problem.
Let me ask you.
Mohegan has a slot problem.
Let me finish with this. Now, college football season. Do you bet on college football?
Not at all.
You used to.
Used to. Yeah, that's how I started.
That's why you started.
Yeah.
So, but we could still do some shows with Q&A with Alan Boston. We'll start him back up.
I've never said no to a show.
Yeah, we'll start him back up college football season, and just to go back and forth, even with some NFL things, and just see what Alan does. What's his weeks like? Let's hope he gets back in Mohegan Sun. You officially don't know if you're out yet.
Yeah, I am out. No, I
really?
do know that. Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
got
do?
the same letter that my buddy got,
Oh, you did.
and he talked to his host. So the host said, I'm really sorry it happened. It came from elsewhere, and
You know what's the worst thing, guys, about this? I'm going to tell you a little secret with things. If you have any points built up don't build them up. Take them. If you have points built up on your card, use them. Don't save them for something.
I had 8,100 points, and I ordered a Rolex, and I was going to use the points to buy the Rolex
That's
and
terrible.
resell it.
You know how hard it is to build up 8,100 in points?
Yeah.
Oh, forget it. So now I'm sure those points are confiscated. They're gone.
Probably. I haven't talked to him yet. If they reinstate me, maybe I get back. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Well, we'll see what happens.
anyway, yeah.
Well,
And
guys,
someone's put up 10K. Here I am.
Here he is. All right, guys. We'll see you. We'll see you next week on WiseKracks. Thanks to Alan. Thanks to the World Series of Poker. Thanks to John for this. Thanks for the guy with the 10,000. All right. See you guys. Good deal.